My girlfriend left me on the day I was proposing without any explanation. We'd been together for 3 years, living together for the last year and a half. Everything was perfect. Everyone said we were the couple that would make it. We talked about everything: the house we'd buy, how many kids we wanted, what we'd name our dog. I told her from the start that I wouldn't propose until I had a job that could actually support us. She agreed. 2 months ago, I landed that job. She started dropping hints about rings, showing me Instagram posts of proposals, leaving her ring size written on a sticky note on my desk. I contacted her best friend Leah to help plan everything. Leah brought in David, their other best friend since childhood. They helped me pick the ring. We planned to rent this cabin surrounded by woods because my girlfriend loved that stuff. The plan was simple. Leah would invite her to brunch at this fancy new place on Saturday. She'd tell her to dress nice so she wouldn't suspect anything. Meanwhile, I'd get to the cabin early and set everything up. Friday night, I ordered her favorite Thai food. We ate on the couch watching some reality show she liked. She fell asleep with her head on my shoulder. I barely slept that night. Saturday morning, Leah and David showed up at our apartment to pick her up. As soon as they left, I called my buddy who was already at the cabin setting up flowers and cameras. He said everything looked perfect. I had David share his location so I could time it right and get there before them. But when I checked my phone, he hadn't shared it. Whatever. I figured they'd take the long route anyway to stall. I got to the cabin and changed into my suit, checked the camera angles. Everything was ready. I stood in position and waited. The drive was supposed to be 30 to 40 minutes. An hour passed, then an hour and 10 minutes. I started getting worried. Maybe they hit traffic. Maybe they stopped for gas. I asked my friend to call David and casually ask how far out they were. No answer. He called Leah. No answer. My chest got tight. I called David myself. Nothing. Called Leah. Nothing. Finally, I called my girlfriend. She didn't pick up. I called again immediately. This time, Leah answered. I asked if everything was okay. Why wasn't anyone answering? She went quiet for 2 seconds. Then she started screaming at me, told me to never call my girlfriend again, that I was dead to her, that I was a horrible human being for what I did, that my girlfriend never wanted to see my face again. Before I could even ask what she was talking about, she hung up. I just stood there in my suit, surrounded by flowers, holding a ring. My friends had to sit me down because I couldn't stop shaking. 10 minutes later, I got a text from Leah saying she'd come by later with David to get my girlfriend's stuff, that my girlfriend wouldn't even step foot in our apartment, not even if I wasn't there. I called her parents. They knew about the proposal. We were supposed to go to their house for lunch after. They had no idea what was happening. Said they'd call her. 10 minutes later, they called back and said she told them she couldn't talk and would call later. They sounded as confused as I was. My friends drove me home. We just sat in the living room in silence. Around 6 that evening, David and Leah showed up. I tried to talk to them, asked them what happened, what I did. They ignored me, just asked where her stuff was. Grabbed some clothes and toiletries. Said they'd be back for the rest. Leah looked me dead in the eye and said, if I tried contacting my girlfriend again, they'd report me for harassment. The word harassment hit me like a truck. My friends told me I shouldn't be alone. They stayed over. We stayed up until 4 in the morning trying to figure out what could have happened. I went through every conversation we'd had in the last month, every text, every argument. There was nothing. We hadn't even fought. The only thing I could think of was maybe she was cheating and somehow found out about the proposal and panicked. Maybe she told her friends I was the one cheating to cover herself. It didn't make sense, but it was all I had.